So you have to understand that every thought you have in your head, every imagination you entertain in your head is important, because if we read like in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4 to 5, Bible says that for the weapons we use are not carnal, but they're mighty through God, casting down imagination, casting down strongholds and evil imaginations, or imaginations, meaning that the weapons of God don't just fight the devil, don't just fight demons, don't just fight evil spirits, but they also fight your imagination. Any high or evil imagination, any imagination which is not of God, any imagination which does not exalt God, or brings distraction to your life, or takes you in the wrong passage, the weapons of God fight against that. So, meaning your thoughts. I think I was somewhere 12 when God told me to say, the battle is in the mind. And I never understood it. I was a kid. Like, the battle is in the mind. The biggest warfare anyone on earth can have is in your head. Before you start fighting demons out there, before you start fighting your friends out there, you gotta fight the demons in your head. You gotta fight sorry, I said demon in your head, but you gotta fight the thoughts which demons are putting in your head. What you have to know is the devil talking to you is actually through your imagination. Demons talking to you is actually through your imagination. You're gonna imagine, let me just make it simple. You're gonna imagine stealing money. You're gonna imagine what you're gonna do with the money. You're gonna imagine how much your life is going to change when you get that money, when you get that phone, when you steal that bag, when you steal that, or before you even kill someone, you're gonna imagine how you're gonna do it. You gotta make the thoughts up before you do them. So if you don't have those, if those imaginations are cast down, you won't find yourself doing the sinful thing, because you're already controlling it. That's why, like, we read the Bible, we think about God, we imagine God, we imagine scriptures, we think about them, we meditate about them, so that your head, your imagination is full of scriptures, so that if anything comes up, scriptures will pop up in your head. If any evil thoughts comes in, scriptures will pop up in your head. But you find that Christians, or should I say most of us Christians, don't read the Bible much. We reach a point where even if a problem comes, before I think of anything, I'm going to have evil thoughts. I'm going to think, oh, let me just see a herbalist or witch doctor, or maybe let me just beat that person. I'm going to call my friends, going to beat him up, and problem solved. Before you even think of anything, evil thoughts will come through, meaning that's what's dominant in your head. Right now, you might be a person who has temper issues. Your temper didn't just start now. It started as an imagination a long time ago. You were thinking, if somebody would do this to me, I'll beat them up. If somebody would steal something from, I'll beat them up. I don't care. I'll beat them up. That thought developed into anger issues, and into you thinking you're a tough guy, and into you becoming a bully or beating people up. That developed gradually. Divorce in marriage, it starts in the head first before you divorce. It has to start growing and you end up divorcing. Somebody being a psychopath, yeah, someone will tell you somebody's born. It's all in the head, man. It's all in the head. You should watch out for your thoughts. Depression. I've been depressed for 10 years. I'm not saying something which is out of the blues. It all starts in the head, gradually growing until it becomes depression. So my point is, you gotta watch out for every thought which you entertain. As a Christian, there are thoughts we're allowed to think about, and there are thoughts we're not supposed to think about. The scripture which says, if you look at a woman to lust, you have already committed adultery, doesn't only work for men, it also works for females. If a female looks at a man to lust, she has also committed adultery with him, even if she's just thinking about it. Even if you think of a kid who's not even married, you have already done in short, you have already done fornication, you have already raped the kid, and you're a rapist, spiritually, physically. Even if a prophet will come to you and say you're a rapist, and you say, I've never done it before, but you think about it. Witchcraft, it's somehow in your head. Most of the time when you think evil of others, you think of others going in bad ways, you think of bad things happening to others so your life will be better. Even if a prophet will look at you, they will say you're a witch. You're a wizard. You say, I don't have any charms, but they will tell you there's a witch in your family. Not because they have a charm, but because their thoughts are always evil towards others. So without them knowing, they're casting thoughts, they're casting spells to curse other people's lives, and that spiritually is defined as a witch, as a wizard, as a sorcerer, as a herbalist. So most of the people we hang out with, maybe even ourselves, are witches and wizards without even knowing, because of your thoughts. Most of them are blessers. They think of others in good ways. They want good things to happen to others. They pray for others. So without even you knowing, there are many people who are healed. There are many people who are doing better in life. There are many people who are going forward. And because of you thinking good about them, praying for them and thinking good about them, and God is using you to wipe all the evil out of your community, to help people out there. And you might think your life is messed up, your life is difficult, but you pray for others, your intercessor. There are more blessings God is holding for you because of what you're doing. Physical people might not see it because most of us focus on the physical side, but there are blessings for you. And every thought you entertain in your head is very important. That's why you should read the Bible and make sure all your thoughts are good.